Alright, so the first thing I want to show you is the Land Raider Achilles. I have finished painting it up and it looks fantastic. Here, I'll show you what it looks like close up. Sorry about that. It looks really nice. I mean, even after the resin has been painted, I made sure to wash it before I assembled it in that time-lapse video, so the paint didn't, get peeled off or anything. So it looks like it turned out really nicely. I haven't washed it yet, but this is the base colors. So I think it turned out really well, and let me tell me what you guys think, and I will show you some more tanks when I get them done. The next thing I have done, I picked this little baby up at the Toledo Game Room at Adepticon. It is a Riptide Battlesuit. It was unpainted but already assembled, and I got it, for cheap, $45 before tax. So it was really inexpensive considering how much it normally is. I just finished painting it up this morning, and it looks great. I'm eager to try this out in battle, and well, hopefully you guys will see it in a future battle report. This is a really nice model, by the way. And then last but not least, I picked up a second Contemptor Dreadnought on the last day of Adepticon. I didn't show you guys before because I had stuff going on at the time, but painting them up as I did with my first one. This one's not the relic kind, but it's still pretty badass. It's a great model, and now I have more arm options. Since I got from the first day, I showed you the epic loot. And I magnetized the same way too, so the arms and the shoulders can be taken off and replaced. So those were the 3 models that I picked up at Adepticon thus far. I'm still working on a few of the other ones, and some haven't even arrived yet, so I will get to those when I get to those. But now to show you the main thing I picked up the other day. The main thing I picked up was at my local game store. My pre-order came in for Star Wars Armada, the latest Star Wars game from Fantasy Flight Games. Now, this uses a system very similar to what X-Wing Miniatures uses, but it's different in the fact that you can play larger capital ships as well as smaller starfighter squadrons rather than individual starships. And I've actually at Adepticon, they had a demo of the game. There were actual people who were playing it, and Mark and I got to see what it looked like. We didn't stick around long enough to understand the rules, but I'm going to be getting to that on a regular basis. Hopefully I'll get a bat rep with this little baby when I finish reading the rules. The reason why it's still in its sealed package is because I wanted to unbox it for you guys today and show you what the components are. So I'll just get right to it. Alright, now from what you can see on the box, the miniatures you start with, or at least the capital ships, for the Imperials you get a Victory 2 class Star Destroyer, a Rebel Blockade Runner, or Carillion Corvette as it's more commonly known. It was a Nebulon B frigate. You also get a few Starfighter squadrons for both Imperials and Rebels, so you get quite a bit of stuff. So I'm going to unbox it right now, and I'll show you guys what it comprises. And let me just bust this little baby open. Just gotta flip this over. It's a really big box, all things considered. I mean, this is a standalone game, but I'm sure many of you have considered making campaigns where you have larger fleets of ships, and then you can use the X-Wing miniatures to do smaller scale ship battles. So I'm just going to put the box off to the side. Alright, well, right off the bat, you get the Learn to Play guide. So as you can tell, it's looking awesome. Plus all the tokens and everything is on the back of it, so you can punch out all the tokens and everything. We have the fantastic miniatures in here, at least the capital ships anyway. Can't wait to bust them out and put them on their stands. What else do we have in here? Looks like we have upgrade and damage cards. So those are pretty slick. And the best part of Fantasy Flight is that a lot of their components they put in little plastic baggies already, so you don't have to use your own. So that's a pretty nifty thing I found that they did, which is a really nice feature. And here's the dice. As you can tell, the Armada system uses a different set of dice compared to X-Wing. Also, if you look carefully, you can see little pegs you put the maneuver dials in. So just wanted to show that. Here are the bases that the Carillion Corvette and the Nebulon B frigate will be occupying. Then we have the maneuver template with the maneuver dials. So I'll show you guys what that looks like when it's all assembled. I mean, this is pretty slick considering. It shares a lot of aspects with X-Wing, but it retains its own unique features in that its maneuver template is a lot different. Plus, the dials are also different. You know, to really represent the bigger scale of warfare that is done in capital ship battles compared to starfighter battles. Alright, what I pull out here is the ship cards. As you can see, it looks a lot different compared to the old X-Wing stuff. But I'm pretty sure once I read the rules, it'll be pretty straightforward. So, that's it for that. What else do we have in here today? Then we got all the little pigs and everything, with the bases for the starfighter squadrons. I'll show you what that looks like when that's assembled as well. If I recall, it should be in here somewhere. Here's the base for the Victory II class Star Destroyer. And as you can see, it's a larger base because it's a larger ship. And let's see. Looks like we have the ship cards for the squadrons as well as maybe mission cards. So that's pretty slick. And here are the squadron miniatures. As you can see, they are incredibly tiny, so unpainted, not surprisingly, considering the scale of the battles that are taking place in Armada. So the ships are largely unpainted. I don't plan to paint them either because that would just be a waste of paint and time. But oh man, you can see there's a whole bunch of TIE fighters and X-Wings hiding in there, so oh man, I can't wait to start assembling the squadrons as well as playing a few games to get the rules down. But once I get the rules in hand, ladies and gentlemen, I will show you guys how the rules work compared to X-Wing. In fact, I think I also have an X-Wing battle report in the works too, so expect an X-Wing battle report and Armada battle report in the future. But that was Armada. I have to admit, this was a very worthwhile investment because I gotta tell you, I love Star Wars. I'm sure you guys know this already, and who wouldn't want to fly large ships and battle and maneuver them and whatnot to claim victory for the Empire or the Rebellion. So, well, we're gamers, that's all I have to show you guys. Hope you like what you saw, and I will be back to you with a new battle report when the time comes, because I have an X-Wing one in the works like I mentioned before, plus I want to do one for Armada once I read the rules, which will be about another week or two, depending on my schedule. But hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you later.